Hello, everybody, and happy Sunday evening. I hope everybody had a great week reselling and shopping and sourcing and shipping and doing all of the things. Today, we're going to be talking about Amazon promotions to boost your sales and what kind of tactics and what kind of things you can be doing to promote some more sales through different types of promotions.
Yes, and I think we ought to talk about kind of go over an overview because people get super confused on this. I get people on Fiverr all the time that are like, well, we just want to do advertising and some discounts and whatnot. And I'm going, okay, there's like a lot to go over here. And I don't even know. I was thinking about this last night and I was like, how do we even want to start? So I guess I'll go on like a soapbox for about 3-4 minutes. Reno, happy birthday. It's Reno's birthday. So within Amazon, you have the option to do sales, to run sales, to do advertising, to do promotions, to do coupons. Those are all different things within Amazon. Now, you can advertise outside of Amazon. You can advertise on Facebook Marketplace. I am always getting lists and things on Amazon or on Facebook that are like, top. I'm doing gardening right now. That's why I was cutting twigs. So anyhow, that's why I'm seeing all this garden stuff, and it will be, sales on garden stuff or top things gardeners need this year. And then it will have links. All of that kind of ties in, but when you see it on Facebook, you see it on Google, people are paying to advertise their stuff on those platforms. So it is outside of what we're going to be talking about today. Within Amazon, if you are a pro seller, you do not have access to it as an individual. As a pro seller, you have access to the advertising dashboard. And I know we've done a few videos on that. And advertising is advertising on Amazon for your product on Amazon. And it is when you go to Amazon and you look and you see sponsored items at the very top, that's what you're advertising. You're paying to be in that slot. Promotions and coupons are a little bit different. And there's a lot of different scenarios. There's a lot of different ways you can use this. And you can get really crafty. Same with sales. So I'll talk about sales first as a basic thing. Let's say Tina wants to run an Easter weekend sale on Easter to clear out her stuff. You can go into each listing, and on the offer tab, there's a sale part. So I'm going to bring that up right now. I think I can, and just show you what that page is going to look like. I haven't even shared my stuff. We are behind today. How's your weekend been going, though, Miss Tina?
Good. Today it's really, really windy out, so I've been in the house all day.
All right. So I'm going to share this. I'll show you what I'm laughing at in just a second. Let's see here. Entire screen. I was working on taxes and I was working on branches. So fun weekend stuff here. All right. Under your product, if you want to edit, you click the three little dots, you go to edit, you go to the offer tab. This is where you can find, there's 3 different places to make a price. There's kind of what I call the MSRP. Then there's what you're actually selling it at. And then there's a sale price. So this product right now is $7.99. And my price is $7.99. So it's the same. But let's say you have an Easter product and it normally goes for $34.99. You want it to show kind of like, pretend you're at Kohl's or any of those other places that are always marking things down. There's always prices on prices on prices, and you just don't even know what it is. All right, so say it's $34.99 is MSRP, and then I sell it for $29.99. So it's going to look like I'm selling it for a little bit less than norm. And then I want to start a sale price of this weekend only for whatever, Labor Day sale. It's going to be $19.99. Then you have to pick a start date, and then you have to pick an end date. So we'll say we're going to run it for whatever that time frame from the 2nd to the 16th. My allergies are awful, so apologies, Tina. Again. All right. Now it's flagging pricing error because I'm going from $7.99 to such a high price, and it doesn't like that. The other thing to know is if you run on different platforms, Shopify, Walmart, whatever, it is also going to see those platforms. And if you're going to run a sale on one and not the other, they may have issue with that. Okay, so that's running a sale. That's not really what we're going to talk about today, but it is important to know because you want to know all the tools in your arsenal so that you can have different sales going on. Some people also like to mark up the MSRP and then put their list price a little bit lower so it looks like people are getting a deal. I was trying on something the other day and the tag said it was $129. I'm at Marshall's and they want $34 for it. My husband was like, I don't care what that other price is. Like, doesn't make any difference to him. But to the most of us, you see that and you're like, oh, I'm getting a deal.
Even though that was the way they come in, but that's essentially the same thing that you're creating here on Amazon. And you don't have to be the registered brand or listing owner, if you will, to create that sale. You can be one of many sellers selling that, creating that sale. Everybody can do that.
Yes. I'm going to go into maybe I'm not, if I can click right. Gee, many Christmas. I'm like, I can't click. I can't click right. There we go. I'm just going to go into this account so we can start going into coupons and that I think. Let's see here. No. Oh,
I believe it's under the advertising on the menu bar.
Yeah, not in this account. I'm in too many accounts. Almost there. My computer's taking a while. I'm getting a new computer next weekend while I'm at ASD. I'm excited.
Oh, congratulations.
Yes. It is. My computer here is like ready. My husband thinks it's going to die on me any minute, but just not far off. It's pretty bad. Okay. I'm going to screenshot real quick because there's some things I don't want to share on there. Oh my goodness. Okay. On the three little dots up here, if you click the three little dots and you go to advertising and you go to promotions, that's what we're going to play around right now. And we are going to click percentage off because that's what I want to show you guys is the percentage off. Now, I have not messed with the social media promo. And I don't really do the buy one, get one free because I just don't have anything that I want to give out for free.
Right.
If you're going to do that one, you need to jack the price up and then you can buy one, get one free. But I'll do the percentage off and say if you buy one, you get the second one for whatever, 50% off or a BOGO or 10% off, or if you buy multiples. And that's what we're going to talk about here. And then have you ever done the social media?
It's been a long time since I've done social media, so I don't know if the buttons or options have changed. But what I liked about that is if you were somebody who was promoting on Instagram, I can create a social media code assigned to you, and I can assign a different social media code to somebody else, and I can know which one by the code that was used of which social media personality was bringing me in more sales. Or, perhaps you're using it on your own social medias. Maybe you have Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and you make a different code for each. You can see which platform is driving more links to your Amazon listing.
It's almost the same as promotions. The only difference I see down here is you can share this with Amazon influencers and associates.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of interesting if you want to drive that traffic. I worked with a guy who he was selling dog collars, or it was like a dog harness. It was dog something. And he had dog walkers that he wanted to give each of them a promotion code. And so we set it up with promotions because the social media wasn't there. I feel like that's a fairly new button. But we just set it up in the area that we're going to do today, the promotions part, and we just did one for every one because he only had 10. And you can copy promotions once you get them done, just like copy, and you can change out things. So, Sally had one promotion, and Tim had another, and Steve had another. And because they were all tied to the code, their own code, he could then look at the promotion tab and see how many sales. And then his thing was he was going to give like $100 to the person that had the most sales. And he was like, I want to be able to see who had the most sales. All right. So we're going to run through what I was envisioning. I'm totally making this up, Tina, so just disagree if you want. But what I was going to do is run through kind of each of the selections and then give scenarios on when that would be good to use.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. So you're going to click the promotions percentage off. And once you hit this review button, you got to have everything filled out. Then you can do the review button. Buyer purchases quantity of items. So if you want it to be the first item or the second item, they need to buy at least 2 or 3 or 4. Sometimes this makes sense. Sometimes it doesn't. If you have, let's say, a dress, people are probably not going to buy multiple of the same dresses, right? But if you have school supplies or socks or
taco seasoning or something that people might buy multiples of.
Anything of those consumable products, you'll want to do that. From here, you can apply it to your entire catalog, or you can make a list of SKUs. So I've been working on Halloween stuff all day, which is kind of weird because it's the off season and I got to clear it. I'm still battling that 2 UPC codes tied to one item thing. They now want the certifications of the GS1 information, and I got to dig that up. So we'll see. Anywho's, if you wanted to just do a Halloween promotion going on or a particular whatever seasonal selection, you can either do it by ASIN list or SKU list. Buyer gets, the only option here is percentage off, and it defaults at 5. So we'll play around with that in a minute. And then applies to additional items or purchased items. So I don't really have a good scenario.
That always confused me because it's like purchased items or additional items. It's like it would be additional if it's more than one, and I hope they're purchasing them all. I don't know why that confuses me.
Yeah, I'm trying to think on the difference between just saying you have to buy 2 or additional.
Yeah, so I feel like
it's like you're doing cross.
The purchased items means all of it, but additional item means they got the first taco seasoning full price, but all the additional ones are discounted. That's what I believe it means.
I'm thinking that if you sell taco seasoning and ranch seasoning and chili spice, that the additional items, if you buy more from the same seller, it might be that.
Yeah.
So that's one. And you know what? These are little things that you could go Google search. It's really like, don't get hung up on this. Make your promotion, go look at it as a buyer, see if it's what you envisioned. And then if it's not, or you have these types of questions, you can just go to Google and research that. This, let's see if this adds any information. Should the benefit be applied to products under purchase items or to another different product in your catalog? There you go. It answered it right there by hovering. Set your budget. This is another one that is a little weird for me because most of the people I deal with have their percentage off set to a point where they're still going to make money. And it's going to be like a time set. They're going to run a sale for 2 weeks, or they're going to run a promotion for this person to promote it as an influencer or whatnot. And they're like, I don't care how many I sell. The more, the better. Like, I don't want to cut off. So I typically just put $500 in there or $800 or whatever. But let's say you were having a really steep sale. Let's say you were launching a new product and you wanted to give 80% off for the first 10 people that go and buy your product. Maybe you want to cap your budget then and not, you don't want to run an 80% off and have the whole world buy it. Otherwise it's going to go viral and all of a sudden you will have sold all your units at a loss. And that's not, maybe that's what you want, But yeah, that budget will, let's see here. We will take your promotion offline when the budget reaches 80% utilized. For customers to have the best experience with promotions, we allow redemptions to continue if the customer already is in the process of making the purchase. In such cases, it is possible to see the spend exceed your budget. Yeah. So if you're like, I want to cap my losses at $1,000, then you may want to put a budget in there.
Setting this up that you're profiting with the percentage off.
Yeah, then I would put max budget.
Yeah, right.
And this is where it's always good to do your promotion and then have somebody look at it. You look at it, maybe have a friend or a family member say, what does this look like to you? Does it look good? Because the last thing you want to do is then give that info out to somebody that's going to blast it to 20,000 viewers on TikTok and have it be wrong. All right. Tiers. This is where we typically start playing around with. And a lot of my clients will say at least 2 of the items, and then if they buy 3, and then if they buy 4, and then they'll say, well, I want the first one to be 10% off, and then 15, and then 20. I don't think it will.
On eBay too, which is very cool.
Say what?
You can also do tiered discounts on eBay.
Yes, you can. I do that as well on eBay.
Well, look, I'm gonna get 4 at 100% off. That's quite the deal.
I know. I'm wondering. I think it would air out. I have a feeling I've done that to play with it, and it aired out. But let's just say that if you buy 4, you're going to get 20% off. This is really good if you're doing FBM, especially with things like chocolates for Easter and doing FBM. The more people buy, the more they're going to get off, and you're going to recoup more than 20% usually in savings and shipping. You know, of course, calculate it out first. All right. Scheduling. Please note that this takes 4 hours to go live. I just set one up like 2 weeks ago, and I messaged my client, and I'm like, okay, it's ready to go. You should be able, check on it tomorrow morning to take a look at it to make sure that's what you wanted. We went over all these steps and immediately shot back. I don't see it live yet because it takes 4 hours. It takes 4 hours to go live, honey. It did not. I would love it to be instant, but it is not. All right. So start date is today. Let's say we were doing a St. Patty's is on the 17th, right? So we're going to do a St. Patty's Day from the 13th. We'll say through the 18th just to make sure our stuff gets clearanced out. What did I just hit?
You chose the days starting on the 13th.
Oh, I clicked this.
Oh.
I do that all the time. Good golly. All right. And then you can pick a time. So it's in Pacific Standard Time. I think that's because that's what time zone I'm in. I'm not sure. I've never played around because I never set this up in other time frames, and you're in Pacific Standard Time, so you couldn't tell me either. But I'm pretty sure it's to my time zone. And then there is a limit on this. I can't remember it. Somebody wanted to run their promotion for 6 months or 6 months out, and we couldn't do it. That's letting me do that. Huh. I don't remember which one it was, but there was. You can't run them forever is where I'm going with that. See, and I hit that again. All right. I want to change that back. We're going to go copy. And what did I say? 18. Okay. Every time, Tina, I'm not even trying to click that, and it's driving me nuts. Promotion title. So we'll play with Tina again. We'll say this is Tina's influencer promotion. And tracking ID. I never changed the tracking ID. Do you?
Yeah, because I want to know where it's coming from.
So what do you name these?
You can name it whatever. So maybe Tina's promotion is giving that 15% off. So I might have it say Tina 15. Okay.
All right. Single use is this is where we can start talking about where you would start to use these things. So single use is if somebody comes to you and says, Tina, I would love to promote your gizmo. Would you give me a discount to buy it on Amazon? And then in turn, I will do a video for you or promote it or whatnot. And you'll be like, yeah, sure, I'll give you a 20% off code. You know, let me put that together and I will get you that code. Let's see here. None. What is none? None is like you don't need a code at all. It's almost like a sale. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
You just kind of have it set up to tier out some discounts here. Group is what I play with the most. So group, you do get a code. You have to have, is it 4 letters and a percentage? Why is that? Is it going to show me? No. Delete. Let me try Tina 10 and see if it will do that. Sometimes it will flag it. It's not flagging it here. It's going to flag it on the other end. Okay. There's something around here. We're going to have to hit the next page.
And if you use the one that Amazon auto-populates, I think that's fine. But if you're wanting to track it because you're using it in a certain location or you're giving it to somebody else to use, I would copy and save it to a Google Sheet, that particular code and who's using it and where.
I just clicked next because I couldn't remember what it was. It is 8 to 10 characters long and may be composed of alpha or numeric numbers. So let me go back. Will allow me to the back page? It will. Hallelujah. It's working with me. Okay. So why did it go? Hello. So 8 characters. Tina's 2025. 2025, that's more than 8 characters, right? That's 8 to 10 characters. Perfect. So this last one is stacked and show promotion details on the page. Stacked is, let's say you have other sales and promotions going on. And let's say you give out codes to Tina and Sam and Michelle, and somebody follows all 3 of those and gets all codes from that. Can they stack those codes up? And now instead of having 5-10% off, they're now getting it for free. Basically, they're getting, if you had the 20% off, you could get it for what, 60% off, which would be crazy pants. So I typically don't allow any stacking just to make sure nothing's going on there. And then show promotion on detail page. If we show the promotion on detail page, everybody's going to see the little coupon code and they can select to apply that and get the promotion. If it says nothing on the page, and when you go to enter in your credit card information, there's a little spot to enter in promotional codes, you have to copy and paste and type in that code to make it work. So a little bit more sneaky.
Yeah, and if you want it to be public because you're hoping everyone will see it and see a listing that has that, I mean, keep it on the listing. Let it be visible to help drive sales.
Yep. Exactly. Exactly. Okay. Now, this was, I'm going to hit next and show you what it looks like with errors. Click and review. When you don't fill out things correct, you will get little errors. And let's see
at
here.
The very top.
Yeah, but it doesn't show me because
just tell you what.
No, it did last time, and then I went back a page, and now it doesn't show that because it's freaking Amazon. Amazon drives you nuts. The error was the purchase items I did not fill out, and I did not fill out, I think it was just that. And we also lost the tiers here because, of course, why would it want to do that? And detailed display page. So if I unclick that, I'm going to click review again. I'm just going to refresh. Sometimes you got to refresh the page. Will that work? No. No, it's totally FUBARD now. Just, you're screwed. Whatever. I have to start over. One time I think I did this like 3 times. I'm going to go into a promotion and go to manage promotions. and see if I can. Nope, that's not showing me what I want either. I don't know if I want to show these. Yeah, I think I can. Nobody cares about the promotion ID. All right. So this is what it looks like when your promotion is live. This one is an ASIN list. So I went through and there's, I think, about 15. It's to a whole group here. Put the budget at 500 and we did 2 tiers, 10% off for one, 15% off for the next. Started this back in, what is February? February.
Yeah.
through the
it looks like.
I can't word, goes through the end of April, and then you get this blurb right here. So it's got all of the informations, terms and conditions. Of course, Amazon's in charge. It has to be qualifying. It's the fine print. There's not a whole lot there in terms of fine print, but that's what it looks like when you go into manage promotions. I'm going to see if there's anything.
This is really such a great way to help boost a new to market product. If you're just launching your item, whether you acquired it wholesale or if it's your private label item, this is a great tool to launch a product in conjunction with an advertising campaign. It's also a great way to liquidate inventory that you maybe have too much of, that's a little bit of a slow seller. Sometimes a coupon and a deal in conjunction with advertising can get this product seen, help push some of the inventory out of your account. Sometimes it ends up saving a product because now it's built rank. So now it's getting before more eyeballs and it's going to be making organic sales on top of some of these deal sales that you are giving Amazon shoppers. Additionally, if you were to do a coupon, your product will show up on Amazon's coupon page. And there are shoppers that go to Amazon's coupon page to see what kind of coupons and deals that are available. And there are groups on Discord and different groups out there that put out what they call, hot deals, redeem them now. And how they find those is they are going through Amazon's coupon page and they are going on, I can't remember that website. I go on it from time to time, and I'm totally drawing a blank right now. But this website will give you all of, it's like Brickseek, but it's for Amazon. And I'm just totally drawing a blank. That's where you can see what the daily deals are for Amazon. And when you are creating these deals, when you make it public, it shows up on these platforms, and you may get lucky and one of these influencer groups may snag your product thinking it's a great deal and a great item.
Yep. Absolutely. And that's why you want to make sure that you don't mess up that percentage off and all of a sudden you're giving out a lot of products. So I was going to show here on the promotion page, we've got under manager promotions. This is the promotion that I set up. I just called it Spring 2025. And then there has been 2 orders with that, and I set it up about a week ago. So it's a good way to kind of play around and add things into it in conjunction with advertising or sales or anything like that. All right, what did you want to look at next?
I think that was it. I think that was all of the promotion ideas that I thought was really beneficial that everybody can use, not just registered brands.
I was going to look at coupons, but I'm not really big into coupons. Are you? Do you do coupons?
For Amazon or just in general out in the world?
In Amazon, the setup coupon.
Yes, I have set up coupons on Amazon. They work very well. They are one of my favorite advertising options to use, to be honest with you.
Nice. Well, standard subscribe and save. Yeah. Subscribe and save. I do the subscribe and save as a customer, but I never really had products where I'd want to subscribe and save. Reorder.
Sure. Subscribe and save is really great if you have grocery items. Maybe you sell that taco seasoning, or you have candy, or you have cake mix, whatever it is in your inventory that someone will want month after month, doing a subscribe and save coupon is an excellent thing to do. What does happen with that quite often, though, is people will, and these are deals that also show up on those threads, because when you do a subscribe and save, you can cancel that subscribe and save. So I might have gotten a great deal on dog food. I got 20% off because I selected the subscribe and save, and then I got said dog food, and then I go and cancel my subscribe and save option, and I still got that dog food with that percentage off. I think that that's going to be lesser than the greater of the amount of people that use subscribe and save. And hopefully you were setting up your subscribe and save with that discount that still allows you to profit. Otherwise, that would be foolish. So I think subscribe and save is an excellent thing to do on those items that are replen. Think toothpaste, any of that kind of stuff. Standard coupon type works really great. I've used it on my own account for many years. I've used it with clients just to give that flat coupon rate off. So maybe right before the holidays, you're trying to get your item to boost during Q4. Maybe you have seasonal items for holidays and you feel like they're getting a sluggish start. You can create that coupon, and it's a clippable coupon right on Amazon's listing. All of you who shop on Amazon have seen them. It's a little box underneath it, and if you click it, it automatically applies that off. You do get charged every time somebody clips that coupon, whether they use it or not. But that charge that Amazon charges you is minimal, and you have to allow a budget of at least $100 for that campaign. I've never exceeded that or maxed it out, and I've never not profited using a coupon. It's actually one of my very favorite promotions on Amazon. You can see how many clicks you got and how many redemptions you got and what your sales volume were on coupons. I definitely recommend them. They are by far the easiest option to use in Amazon for promoting a product.
Nice. Yeah, I like using coupons on the Amazon, and I've just always gone to the promotions because I don't know. But if you wanted a $2 off coupon,
yeah, I actually use this way more than the promotions. Isn't that funny?
Yes, I don't know. I just got used to doing promotions.
Yeah.
So I just go to that. But you can, and this is where that stacking comes in. You could have a promotion that if you buy more than one, or you buy more than two, that you get whatever 10% off, and then you could have a coupon for $2 off your first one.
And that's where you don't want to allow the stacking.
And well, maybe you do, maybe you don't. And then you can also have advertising on your item, and then you can also run the sales within the product detail list as well, within the product editing. So you got a lot going on here. You throw in extras like Facebook or Google, and it can be more complex than maybe you want to do. So it's
but for a beginner and you want to keep it simple, stupid, doing a coupon is an excellent starting point.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at the current coupons and see if there's anything I can. I mean, this is expired, but I'm gonna see if there's anything I can show. Yeah, let me take a screenshot really quick. Cut that out.
Yeah, and on Amazon, it's the page called Today's Deals. And you can filter it by departments, and it's easy to find coupons there.
I'm on, I think, the Amazon Deal Guy on Facebook, and so I get the deals all the time.
Okay.
And some of them are really good. Some of them are like, okay, but there are some that are really good. Oh, I see you sent me the link. Perfect. Let's see if I can share this now. This is what you were showing me. So sweet. So yeah, today's deals, coupons. What do we got? Anything good? Ultimate, Omega.
And there are people that come on here on purpose to check, like, well, what's marked down? Is it anything I need? And they may come here to find a deal.
They also do blogs, and they'll say like, workout equipment you need this spring to get in summer shape, and then they come here and they just pull all the workout stuff and
Mhm.
put that into their blog.
And I like on the side, you can sort the discount. So now a serious coupon shopper is going to come over here and go, wow, I want to find the ones that are 50% off or more over there on that discount. Well, if you like the Kohl's and these different stores, maybe you have an item you really want to sell it for 50. But you put that its MSRP is 100, you're running it on sale for $50 because that's what you actually really want to get for it. It can look like you're selling it for 50% off, right? So it depends. You have to be savvy as a shopper and you have to be savvy as a seller. So I generally, when I give coupon deals, I'm actually giving a deal. So maybe it's something I normally make $10. My coupon, when I'm running it, if I'm really running a good deal, I make it to where I'm profiting, $5. So the customer actually really is getting a good deal, but I'm still making money. I still don't want to lose.
What is this? Snake oil ointment neck cream. Sounds like a snake oil salesman.
Yeah. And we're blatantly telling you that we are selling you snake oil.
So lowest price, it's definitely more than half off, 52% off. Plus there's a 5% off coupon.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I'm going to get you for your birthday. Some snake oil.
Oh, I don't think I would use that. And if it is actually from a snake, if snakes even have oil, ew.
What's the other one? I get a lot of vlogs that are, home organizing under $25 on sale now. And that comes across all the time. And I'm like, you guys need to stop. I don't know if AI is doing it or they're paying VAs to do it or what, but it's just like, stop, please. You didn't even curate this. You didn't put any thought into it. All right, this is what this coupon looked like. It was expired. So let's see here. Budget utilization, 43%, 506 clips. 165 actually purchased it.
Yeah.
So they got 1,400 in sales and they spent 258 to do it, which is not bad.
No, it's not. Coupons are always a really good deal, and it's simple, straightforward, and I love the simple report. I've never had a coupon go wrong ever, and I've been doing the coupons for maybe 6 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that's always good to do. All right. Well,
I have ran coupons on items that nobody clipped it, nobody bought it, and nobody used it. And it also cost me no money to try it, right? And then there's ones where I've never had ones where people, it was clipped 5 times and no one ever redeemed it. It either was like nobody clipped it, nobody redeemed it, or everyone that clipped it redeemed it, or there was that percentage like that one there that you just showed, that more were clipped than redeemed, but enough were redeemed. So I love a coupon. Everybody loves a coupon.
Yes, they do. Let me see if there's one that's another one. No, the other ones never really made it out. I don't know what they were doing. The activity is before my time. But let's see if I can show this page.
And the fun thing is if you want to try different style of coupon, like a percentage off or $1 off, or manipulate the pricing to where you temporarily raise the pricing so you can offer a really large coupon for perceived value versus a realistic coupon that's just a couple dollars off without having really raised your prices high. You can try different formats and formulas to test the results and, see what approach works.
Absolutely. All right. So I just wanted to show the overall dashboard. You're going to have your coupon titles types. You can see all of these were way long time ago, and it looks like they were just setting up based on the activity here. But it is interesting that this is, 3 years old?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 3-year-old data, and it's still there. So
just in there, yeah.
Interesting that it kind of worked. And
since you're doing this in their account, it will be great for you to see the data on the other style of promotions that you're running with the percentage and the discounts off, and then kind of compare it even if this is old data from a few years ago, it's okay, but just to see what looked like, what strategies seemed to work better. At the end of a month period, you can take it off of the one that you set up and switch it to a coupon on month 2, and then see which strategies work last month versus this month. And that's the fun thing. And either way, you're going to make sales. So it's still going to be a win.
Yes. And this kind of rolls into a lot of questions this week on Fiverr and the internet were on new product launches. What's the best strategy for new product launches? And that is a really tough one to kind of answer, because there's so many options you can do. And I haven't even really launched products over on Facebook in a hot minute. I did some with my Shopify store way back in the day, but just in Amazon, you can do advertising, coupons, promotions, you can have influencers, etc. And any which one of those could make your stuff go viral. So it's hard to say which one would be best. But overall, what I would say is whatever your profit margin is, if you are launching a new product, you want to not spend more than what your margins are, if at all possible. Ideally. Now, some people are fine with taking a loss because they're like, okay, I'll break even within 3 weeks if I do, so many sales, and then I can dial back, and then you'll have the ranks and the reviews, etc., to justify your price or raising your price. So lots of different ways you can do it.
I like, for me, for when I'm launching, say, a new product, I will start it off generally at the price I want and give it 2 weeks. If I don't get any sales at all organically right out of the gate, I will then lower it to where I still profit. I've even told people lower it to where you just break even, make 50 cents, even in just for that first month. The reason why is, let's say you have a widget and there are, 80 other widgets like yours. If you lowball yours, it's going to look desirable sometimes for price. So you're going to make these initial quick sales. You're not going to keep it at that price, but what that does is that immediately builds rank. And what you need on Amazon is to rank, because when somebody typed in this widget and they ended up buying yours, Amazon thinks, the algorithm thinks that when customers type in this widget, that they're likely going to buy yours, because the last several times people type that in, they did buy yours. So Amazon is going to make yours the preferred one to show up, even organically. Now, couple that with some advertising too. You now have rank, you have advertising, you've made sales. Then every single week you can inch the price back up little by little by little to where you want it to be. Meanwhile, every time you're raising it, you're going to watch that sales velocity. Did you make 50 sales last week and this week it plummeted to 3? Did you make 50 sales last week and this week it plummeted, but just a little bit, and you made 40 sales? You're going to find your sweet spot. Once you kind of level out with that sweet spot, then when you're having slow sales times because it's summer, and when people are traveling, whatever that reason is, then you can implement your coupons and your percentages off and your other things to entice people to do that shopping again, to buy that product again.
Yeah. Reno says, do you recommend that coupon on private label only?
Yes. On both, on all the things, on if it is, shower gel that you got from Walmart, or if it's your own private label, item that you sell. I recommend it on all of the things.
So here's the I don't know, my take on it. If you are doing things like, I'm gonna share this page. Oh my goodness, my influencer now button. That's a new what do you call it? Add-on Chrome extension. I typed in round dresser mirror pink. This pink heart mirror is on Alibaba. There is a gajillion listings like it. If your business model is to go to Alibaba and get that pink mirror, because everybody loves pink mirrors, and I don't know, that's the hot new thing right now, and you see that there's already 3 sellers of pink mirrors on Amazon, you're going to want to try a bunch of different combinations because you've got a lot of other people competing with the same item and you don't have the rank and recommendations yet. That pink mirror right there, let's see here, there's 169 reviews. It's got 130,000 in beauty, which is really good. And so it's selling several a day. You need to compete with that. So you've got to have a good strategy to be competitive in the price and get it in front of as many eyeballs as possible, right? You want to have influencers, you want to have it linked in those blogs, you want to have all the things to compete because you've got 3 or 4 other private label sellers selling that same thing, right? Now the 20-inch round circle, this one right here, this one is probably not an Alibaba item. It's a little bit higher. It's $38. It's got 946 reviews. It's got 16,000 rank in sales. They don't need a coupon no more. They're good. They are selling organically. They have ranked, or they're now ranking organically, selling organically. They are good to go.
But they put in the work to get it there.
They put it in the work to get it there. It is not an Alibaba product, most likely, because it's a 20-inch round mirror. It's a little bit more difficult to ship, etc. So people aren't going to be after that. Alibaba stuff is typically under 18 inches. It's smaller. It's more Chotsky-ish. And not the same competitors. So if we keep scrolling down here, we've got this Touch of Class Wildflower $169 mirror. That's not an Alibaba mirror, most likely. It's a much nicer one. So probably not doing coupons and everything like that.
And the nice thing about, I want to talk about
this
coupons
one,
where there are multiple sellers. Let's say there are multiple sellers on that heart mirror, and it's something that we can get at Marshall's. You're selling it, I'm selling it, and 20 other people are. I can run a coupon on a listing like that. Now, what's going to happen is if the customer wants to use that coupon, they have to buy it from the seller that is running the coupon. So that is one way to kind of manipulate getting the buy box on a listing that you're sharing with a lot of other sellers.
Yep. This one right here, this desk heart-shaped mirror, is got a coupon for whatever it looks like about $1 off. And we'll look into that one and see if it's got a lot of competition going on.
There's that coupon.
Yep, there's that coupon right there. So if they're running a sale and they've got a coupon going on. And I kind of like this. I might get this little heart mirror. I think that's cute. I don't know what I'd use it for, but it's cute.
Can you scroll back up to Keepa?
Mm-hmm.
And look at that price point in the beginning.
Back here.
So in the beginning, they had it at 12. I can't really see that it's small.
$12.29, and then it jumps up for Valentine's Day, or nope, Q4. It jumps up to $13.29.
Mm-hmm. And then it disappears. I'm assuming they were out of stock.
They went out of stock because they didn't have their ordering correct, and then it went back down to $12.29. So they've added the coupon for a little bit of incentive, because if you went down here, basically they've got another competition right there.
And that hurts you when you run out of stock. So keep that in mind, especially if this is your private label item, that you're the only seller of that item. You've launched it, you've ran your coupons, you've done your advertising, you've done all the things to get your item to rank, and you were making good sales. And so you sold out. During that time you sell out, what happens is your rank slowly plummets and plummets and plummets and plummets again. Then you get back in stock, but your rank is down here now. Because now it's like starting all over again, and you got to build that back up again. So that is one of the important factors about figuring out the rate in which your items are selling, the lead time of getting your item back in stock at Amazon to never run out of stock.
Here, Binary ABC has done the same heart, a little bit different on the images, but I bet you it's the same manufacturer. And they're running it at $7.94. So from a when you're looking at your customers, this guy's got 1,200 reviews, and this one's only got 72 reviews. So this guy, while he did show up on the page, he's got to work a little bit harder because this guy's got the sale price, got a better price and got more reviews. So when I, as a customer, I'm going to go, why should I spend $4 more on this guy's listing when I can get the same thing for $4 cheaper? Like, what's the incentive there? So, it all kind of depends on what you're selling. Now, I work with a lot of people that are selling private label items. I worked with a lady today that's selling these dog shoes that are really cool. But dog shoes, there's a lot of different dog shoes out there. So while hers are unique and she's got a patent and a trademark and all of that stuff, when you just Google dog shoes out there, she's going to have to do a few things to kind of get seen and recognized, whether that is working with people that are in the dog world, breeders, walkers, etc., or influencers, etc., or going coupon route. It's going to be kind of up to her. If I was her, I would do more influencers that are in the dog world, because if you could get some big influencers that are all about dogs, dog training, to highlight your product, that's going to go a lot further than coupons on Amazon, because her product is very specific to help dogs not slip on the hardwood floors. And people that are looking for coupons are pretty much just looking for whatever, some dog shoe that they don't care what it does or the brand or whatnot. They're just looking for cute little dog shoes to put on their dog because they probably dress up their dog. They're not looking for a functional shoe, most likely. And it would be much more effective to spend her money on influencer coupon codes or promotion codes than just running blanket sales. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. I'm almost done with taxes, Tina. I'm almost done. I can taste it. I'm almost done. I'm hoping to finish before I go next weekend, which we got to talk perhaps offline, because my sister-in-law has not gotten back to me, but we're going to be at ASD. Did we decide Sunday morning?
Yes.
Are we sure? Are we locked?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I know that's not when the birthday party will be. So we'll be at ASD Sunday morning. And then did we want to have lunch there? Do we have time to have lunch?
Yeah. So if anyone's going to be at ASD, definitely reach out to us, because we will be at ASD and we'd love to meet up with you. We won't be there all day on Sunday. I have to leave early for a afternoon birthday party, but we will be there the first half of the day. Good morning, Armand.
Good morning, Armand. And I'm still not walking very well, so I'm going to be the one limping around. Maybe I won't be limping by then, but my foot is still in repair mode. But yeah, that'll be fun. Are we going to go to the cash place? Because I need to know if I need to bring cash.
If you want to.
I always want to. I always buy a bunch of junk I don't need, though.
Right, you guys, thank you for joining us. We appreciate having you here. And please comment if you watch this on the replay, and let us know if you tried a coupon or any of these advertising strategies for the first time and how well they worked for you. We'd love to know.
Yes, and if you do plan on being to ASD, please message us in our Facebook group, or you can always email resellingmom@gmail.com. Let us know, if you want to meet up for lunch on that Sunday or not, and we will get back with you. Armand, real quick, what softwares do you ladies recommending for cross-listing FBA to Walmart?
I don't do it, so I can't. I have no idea.
Yeah. What's the one that everybody's talking about, though?
I don't know.
Okay. We'll get back to you, Armand, because we don't know off the top of our head, but hopefully we will know. So does that mean we're not doing a show next weekend, right? Because you'll be at the birthday party.
That's right. Yeah. So next weekend we won't be here. We won't have our live next Sunday because we're going to be at ASD.
All right. Just making sure that's close. All right. We will see you in 2 weeks then. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.